Hello everybody, welcome to Warwick Valley High School. I'm your host, Theodore Fernandez. I'm joined by Brendan Rink, and today we are bringing you coverage of what is sure to be a phenomenal basketball game between the 5-9 Warwick Wildcats and the 10-4 Monroe-Woodbury Crusaders. Brendan, what does the Warwick need to do to win?
Well, we'll start out with the big three. And number one, it easily has to be transition defense. And what I mean by that is on fast breaks, when Monroe has the ball on either turnovers or stuff like that, we have to get back and just play defense. We can't let them get easy buckets. And secondly, we got to have three players in double digits, double figures. Basically, have three players on our team score at least 10 points, because that's going to add up in the end. Thirdly, we got to play the whole 32 minutes, not just a quarter, not just a half of a game, but the whole 32 minutes. We got to play hard all the way to the end.
And if Warwick's going to pull through tonight, who is going to have to step up for the Cats?
It's got to be Johnny Lokovich coming off the bench. He really just brings that to the bench, you know. He fights for those boards. He's really been playing great recently, and I think he's going to have a very big impact on how this game finishes.
All right. Well, there you have it. Can the Wildcats pull through? Stay tuned. We'll be right back, center court, with the coverage.
There have always been homeless animals as long as we've had pets. More and more animals are killed or abandoned every year. However, organizations exist, such as the Warwick Valley Humane Society, which strive to end this. The Warwick Valley Humane Society is dedicated to improving the lives of these animals. They have programs to rescue animals and provide them with new homes or to return them to their original owners. While strongly encouraged, this isn't the only way that you can help. The Humane Society is currently raising money to build a new shelter. Even if you can't adopt an animal yourself, please consider donating. Any donation, no matter how small, will aid in the construction of a new, adequate shelter for these animals. You can visit wvhumane.org to make your donation or to adopt an animal in need.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Warwick Valley High School. We're here bringing you coverage of the Warwick Wildcats and the Monroe-Woodbury Crusaders. So, Rebs, what are you thinking here?
I'm really excited to watch this game. You know, I haven't really seen much of the basketball team, but I heard a lot of things. You know, I'm hoping for, you know, to just have Warwick just play hard. And we need to like be careful with how we play, because we are in the playoffs and every game matters though at the same time.
Yeah, and I think this is a very good tune-up game for the playoffs, because this is a great team in this in Monroe. Probably second in the section behind Chester, who we were going to call them here, but unfortunately we're not able to. But it's going to be a great test for this team. Right now we're getting the starting five in. We'll be calling these names a lot. However, the one problem with the Wildcats has been their inability to get all these guys involved. You know what I'm saying? Harrison Neal has been balling out this year.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see him play as well. He offers a lot to the table. And getting back to Johnny, he's been amazing these past couple games. Like, I'm just so ready to watch these boys, you know?
Yeah. Absolutely. Okay, here are our starting lineups for the Cats. Junior guard Jacob Gonzalez, junior guard Shane McAuliffe, and Jonah Medeiros, another junior, will make up the backcourt. Up front, we'll have senior Jake Dury and junior Harrison Neal, who has been really leading this team, as we've gotten to already. With that being said, they are stepping out on the court, and we're about to tip things off. Here we go. It's going to be Neal and Omitron for the tip rather.
Let's see if Coach Mackey has these boys ready.
I'm sure he does, with the amount of preparation he does. Crusaders win the tip. And here's Arn dribbling. Gonna pass. We got some movement here. It's back to Arn, who has really led this team. Arn gonna drive. Beautiful kick. And what a dish. That's a great way for the Crusaders to start things out. Let's see if we have a response here.
Definitely. Warwick's got to respond here.
McAuliffe has it. Guarded tightly up top by Cohen. McAuliffe gonna give back to Gonzalez. Gonzalez swings around. Here's Medeiros. Medeiros has space. Gonna drive. Kick to Dury. Reverse layup. Beautiful. Gets the ball.
Finish right there. Awesome to see.
Gonzalez gonna pick up some full court pressure here. But it doesn't matter. There's a kick. 3 is up. No good from Spears. And now here goes McAuliffe the other way. McAuliffe dribbles right into 2 defenders, but is able to cover it.
That's what I'm talking about earlier. Diving, just fighting, killing.
And we just saw Shane McAuliffe drain a 3 there. He has been the team's best shooter on the year, shooting 38% from beyond the arc. There was an answer attempt, but no good. And Omitron almost stripped the ball from Neal. It's a jump ball. Wildcats keep possession. Just over a minute into it here. 5-2 the score. Gonzalez now going to be guarded up top. Gonzalez going to drive. Beautiful no-look pass to Dury, and Dury draws the foul.
Like that, good take there. Sets him up for 2 shots at the line.
That was a beautiful find. Completely threw the defender off, and Dury is heading to the line for 2. He was fouled by Samuel Spillane on the play. Warwick is not a particularly good free throw shooting team, as Dury misses the first.
As Dury misses the first one.
Yeah. We all know what Dury did on the football field, wearing number 44 this year, was excellent at linebacker, I believe.
Yes, he was. He was a huge part of the defense.
He missed the second there, but Neal grabbed the board for the Wildcats. He averages 9 a game, and has been just such a huge force on the boards. He gets the ball now at the logo. Going to pass it around back to Dury. Beautiful ball movement by the Wildcats, and it ends up in another Shane McAuliffe 3.
I really like the spacing Warwick's been creating so far. Leading to open shots and key looks.
Crusaders now driving it around, and they just walk a waltz out there. Here's Dury taking it. Dury going to attack, kick out, maybe another one. No good. That would have been incredible. Neal tries to clean it up, and some intense action on the boards there. Here goes Arn the other way, going to kick, and it looks like it'll stay with the Crusaders.
So I'd like to see their Warwick getting back on defense, not giving easy looks.
Yeah. Now let's see what the Crusaders can muster offensively. They have had some solid looks, they just have not fallen thus far. Now here's Feline. Guarded by McAuliffe. He's got a couple inches on him. Feline gets a screen. Now going to attack Neal. Going to force the pass it out. Here's Cohen. Athletic shot, and it falls.
What a take right there. Warwick getting caught up in those pick and rolls.
That was a beautiful look right there.
And Ben Cohen with a nice finish.
There's Medeiros, guarded tightly. Medeiros falls, and he's going to travel. I thought we had a foul call. He traveled. And the Crusaders take over. Well, it's been a great start for Warwick, getting McAuliffe involved on those 2 big threes.
Yeah, like I said before, the spacing has been key, too.
Cohen going to kick to Arn, who drains it.
They're giving a little too much space.
Jeremiah Arn has led this team this year, and now he has a fast break attempt. Cannot get it to fall. Great defense by Harrison and Billy on the combo.
Back in transition, you need that.
Now Medeiros going to drive. Medeiros has it knocked away, and that's another turnover for him.
It's a little sloppy these past couple possessions.
And Jeremiah Arn answers.
Now take care of the ball here. You can't just keep having to fight for this loose ball as when we're in possession. Like, you got to keep it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a 7-0 run for the Crusaders. They were down 8-2, and now they lead. but it'll be 2 opportunities at the line for Jacob Gonzalez. Gonzalez is averaging 8 points, sitting along with 4 rebounds on the year. Second leading scorer behind Neal.
You got knocked out these free throws right here.
He's getting set for the first. 0 for 3 from the line for the Cats. Senior Joe Holder is going to check in. He's gotten time at both guard positions this year. He's been a solid player off the bench.
Very athletic player, brings a lot of energy. It's just it's the all around, you know?
We had I believe a lane violation there, which will result in another shot for Gonzalez. Interesting.
Now, if it's one thing that's going to come into play later, is these free throws. So that's
Absolutely.
why they got to hit them.
We may start to see some intentional fouling late in the game if they cannot show an ability to hit them. We'll see how it progresses. Here's Cohen. They're passing it around. That's almost a turnover, but it's recovered by the Crusaders. Now back to Cohen. Cohen guarded by Holder. Some fresh legs there for the Cats. Cohen going to drive, kick out. And that is Feline, who could not get it to fall.
Harrison Neal, big contributor on the boards.
Harrison Neal, big contributor everywhere, but it's stripped away there. On goes Harrison, can't get the stop, and that's another 2 for the Crusaders.
Can't we careless with the ball right there? Not pay attention.
That was almost another turnover there, but Gonzalez was able to recover. Work passing around, trying to create something. Neal going to go isolation, and beautiful play. Kicks out to Holder. Holder now to Dury. We've seen some beautiful ball movement here on this drive, on this possession.
Yeah, I like how in sync our offense is right now.
Gonzalez now gets a screen from Dury, can take it, kick back out. Look at this ball movement, clock at 4. Neal has to shoot, and it's an air ball. McAuliffe grabbed the board, but it was a shot clock violation.
I like the ball movement there, but, you know, if we just got like a backdoor cut, like, I like the pass in there. It's just, we just got to create an open look for that.
Dury subbed out, and in comes senior Timmy Leonard, who's been a key contributor, averaging 5 a night for this team. Now Cohen, who's really creating a ton of offense in a drive, and it's going to be fouled.
So far, it's been a little bit of a back and forth, but Warwick, they just have to be more consistent with their possessions. Like that, we saw good passing on that last possession that they had. It's just create open looks.
Yeah, absolutely. And you've got to really appreciate what Monroe-Woodbury is doing defensively. They've really been causing problems, closing out on threes. It's been a great team effort defensively there. The big problem here is it's an 11-0 run for the Crusaders after an amazing Wildcat start. They need an answer, and Leonard cannot provide that. He loses it.
Monroe is just getting those boards. They're just getting the ball like out. Like they're just finding ways to get the ball and carry it over.
Yeah, this
Crazy
is
turnover.
Winnick in team basketball here. McAuliffe is going to check out. He drained 2 quick threes, which has reduced the bulk of the Wildcat offense so far. We're down under 2 minutes in the quarter. Fast games here, these high school games. And there is Feline, who drains a 3-pointer. He's one of the top scorers for this team, averaging 4.5 a night. He's already surpassed that so far. As Neal couldn't get that one to fall. And it has been a struggle here offensively for the Cats.
It looked like they were looked like Monroe was bringing some double teams there on the top of the key.
Yeah, it's been interesting. Here's Neal, guarded by Omatron. Neal pulls up, 3, no good. He is still searching for his first point. Now Arn gonna drive, goes right into Neal, and he's earned himself a trip to the line.
Monroe right now is just out hustling Warwick. We need to stop them. We need to stop them from getting these open looks. It's killing them, and the fouls are adding up so far.
Yeah, that could be a problem later in the game. You know, you reach 5 fouls, you're done. Got a bunch of substitutions coming in on this after this free throw. Quincy Supris and Bryce Williams for the Crusaders, and Jake Dury and Shane McAuliffe for the Wildcats. Late addition to the group. First shot is going to be good. Arn averages 15 points to go along with 5.5 rebounds. He is a key player. Harrison Neal is going to take his first trip to the bench after an ineffective quarter. He has plenty of time to regroup, though.
Yeah, I was just about to say, like, they're going to take a little time to regroup. A little bit sloppy there. I think in the second quarter, they'll clean it up a little bit.
Absolutely, but they are down by 10 right now. You absolutely have to have this game within single digits at the end of the quarter.
Yes, you got to dig yourself out of this hole. Turner ain't going to help.
Oh, great defensive effort, but it's going to be a foul. Leonard almost came away with the block. Instead, Tyrus Thompson is going to head to the line.
Warwick, they started out strong, but they've just been sloppy these past couple of minutes.
Yeah, and it was, you hate to do this, but you might have to just chalk it down to luck. I mean, they've been getting looks still, and some of them haven't been falling.
Yeah, no. This ball not going to the right.
Thompson can't get the first to fall. Jeremiah Arn, is going to head to the bench for the first time. He has really been facilitating so much of this Crusader offense this far.
He has. Especially in those fast breaks as well.
Thompson comes up empty on that trip to the line. Maybe a momentum swing. Let's see. Here's Gonzalez trying to run the offense and give to Leonard. Leonard going to drive. He is big, and he can't get the layup to fall. That was a good look. You just got to make that.
Yeah.
Now we had a great effort defensively, and Warwick is going to come away with the basketball. Now, Dury gives to Gonzalez. We are down under 25 seconds to play. No shot clock. You probably want to hold this for one look here. Gonzalez.
Let's give a look to Shane.
And Leonard came up empty, got the board though, and McAuliffe comes down with it. He does not get many rebounds. He's going to pull up deep three, no good. And now the Crusaders have a chance to knock something down at the buzzer. That's a good pass, and no good. That was a very solid look. Liam Gallagher could not catch him. So that was a brutal way to end the quarter. 16-0 run to close it out for the Crusaders. You cannot have that. Oh, sorry. We are going to throw this thing to break. We will be right back momentarily with the second quarter.
Getting a license and having a car are great privileges, but with that comes major responsibility. In New York State alone, slightly more than 30% of fatal car crashes are alcohol-related. Think about how many people are left injured, grieving, or attending someone's funeral from this tragic occurrence. Although there are harsher penalties for drunk driving now, this doesn't mean it hasn't been a severe ongoing issue in the US. You don't always hear about drunk driving accidents because there are too many each year and too many lives lost. On holidays or after parties, the risk of drunk driving is higher, but it is something that continues all year round no matter the time, place, or day. Next time you drink, especially in a public area, make sure you have someone sober with you or someone sober you can call just in case you aren't able to drive. For more information, visit mad.org. Don't be the reason someone gets hurt. Protect yourself and protect others. Let's put an end to drunk driving.
Okay, we are back with the second quarter here. It was a rough way to end the first for the Cats, but let's see if they'll have better luck here, and that is not a good way to start it. Nearly turned it over on an inbound pass. There was a fake, and now Leonard has a good opportunity. Leonard, beautiful push off and a score. That's just pure physicality there.
Yeah, exactly. Just proving he's better there, getting the bucket.
Here's Giancarlos Mendoza for the Crusaders. Mendoza going to give out to Number 32, Liam Gallagher, who misses. Now here's Gonzalez the other way. Gonzalez kicks to McAuliffe. McAuliffe out to Gonzalez. Gonzalez back to Leonard. Let's see if he can score again. Some nice action. That's solid offense, but Leonard has it stripped away. Here's Thompson. Thompson nearly had it stolen away, and it is. How about Leonard? Getting up, getting back on defense.
Coming back, making up for his mistake.
Absolutely. Basketball is a game of redemption.
I like this tempo. I like just how Warwick's coming out the second quarter so far.
Yeah, that was Gonzalez cashing in on the layup there, his first point. And here's Thompson, run by Gonzalez, and two number ones guarding each other. That was an excellent crossover, but he's blocked by Timothy Leonard.
Like the double team there, forcing the block.
Leonard has been a force defensively so far. And checking into the game is our key player. Coach Mackey talked about the importance of Johnny Lepkovich. He really needs to show up on the boards and offensively tonight if this team is going to have a chance. And we didn't get the number on who shot it there, but it's a miss. And it's a foul call on Harrison Neal.
Yeah, stop committing fouls so far.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I said, it's adding up, keeps adding.
I think this may have been on the floor. I don't think we'll have free throws here. But we will have a big substitution coming in. Most of the Monroe-Woodbury starters are heading back into the game.
Yeah, it didn't look like it was in the act of shooting at all.
Yeah, and they're not in the bonus yet, seeing as that was the first foul of the quarter. We're about a minute and a half into this second quarter, and Warwick has scored 4 key points to cut it to 6. Here's Cohen, having some big plays early on, has it stolen away. McAuliffe on defense has been huge. You know, he sneaks up on you with how small he is.
He does.
Get to the corner, Nicole.
Not trying to diss him or anything, but you know what I mean.
I understand.
Now Gonzalez going to drive, going to kick. 3 is up and no good, a little short. Here are the Crusaders the other way. And Feline could not get that to go. Lepkovich secure the rebounds.
I want to see Shane take some shots here.
McAuliffe's going to drive, stolen away. Now they're the pass to Ard. Harrison Neal is able to secure it. That was some sloppy basketball, but some fun basketball. Yes, that's really all we want here.
Monroe has been very physical on defense, disrupting all of Warwick's passes and buckets.
Now, here's Lepkovich. Going to try and post up, instead gives to Gonzalez. Gonzalez going to slow things down for the Cats. Gives to McAuliffe. Thought about shooting it, instead gives to Nkoja. Nkoja back to McAuliffe. This time he does pop it, can't get it to fall.
That's what I like to see here. Didn't get the result they wanted, but I want to see Shane getting some open looks from 3.
He has now missed 3 straight after starting, 2 of 2. Coming into the game for the Wildcats is going to be Nate Constable.
Got to get it to this rhythm.
And that shot by Feline is short. He's been ineffective today. He has been off the mark all night, rather. Now Omitron stuck by Neal in the post. Here's Gonzalez the other way. Gonna speed things up. Gonna drive. Good look at a layup, did not fall. Nice contest there by the Crusader defender.
Nothing going very right so far for Warwick.
Here comes the sophomore, Nate Constable, one of 2 sophomores on the team. He's had a very big role this year. You know, he's playing 10 minutes a game rather. As a sophomore, he looks next in line for this team once a bunch of these guys are gone.
Big stuff to come for him.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Here's Gonzalez. We give to McAuliffe. McAuliffe's going to drive. Going to put it up. No good. He's missed 4 in a row now after that hot start. Here's Jeremiah Arndt. Going to drive. Over Neal, gets it to fall. Beautiful shot. Those are the first Crusader points of the quarter.
little bit of a diss there by 14 after that bucket.
Yeah, but they're still up by 8. Warwick has not been able to take advantage, and Cohen steals it there. Cohen throws it ahead to Omitron, who's fouled. Now, that's a foul you kind of have to do. You can't let him get the free 2 points. Good job there by Constable to commit the foul.
Warwick has to finish. Like, it's been like at least like 3 or 4 times in a row they haven't been able to put the ball in the basket.
Yeah. And actually, it was not ruled a shooting foul, so it's just going to be an inbound underneath. He's going to throw it up to Omitron, guarded by Lupkovich. Straight up. Omitron's going to drive. Gives to Cohen. Cohen almost lost his dribble there. Instead, gives it to Arn, who can't get the 3 to fall rebound. Constable, I think they ruled it out of bounds on the shot.
Johnny had good defense there. Didn't like how open he was on the 3, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's always about looking at numbers. You know, that's not a very effective shooter, so I think you're okay with leaving some open shots. You just can never let anyone get too comfortable. As that's going to be an and 1 for Jeremiah Arn, who has been playing out of his mind so far.
He has been cooking it up so far.
Yeah.
What he's been really good at so far is just his driving to the rim, creating contact, forcing Warwick to foul, and still getting the shot in.
Yeah. I actually believe he was a finalist for the Section 9 Player of the Week a couple weeks back. He's been very good all season.
He's proving that right now.
There's Gonzalez. Gives to McAuliffe. McAuliffe struggled. Let's see if he can get back into a groove. Gonna put that one up, and he gets the fall.
Like that take right there, taking it to the rack.
Back down to an 8-point game. Let's see if Cohen and the Crusaders can answer. Give to Omitron, who's going to give it out to Feline. Feline is going to be doubled a little bit. Now Constable's going to take him straight up. Gives inside to Arn. Beautiful give right to Matthew Omitron, the senior, who cashed in there.
Monroe caught Warwick sleeping there, leading to the easy layup.
Yeah, some of these passes that we've seen on both sides have been very high-level plays. You know, the no-look pass is just such an effective move as Constable losing it there. But Feline cannot score. I believe we're now
So you see Warwick's trying to get into a rhythm, but every time they get one basket, they can't do anything like after that. They can't like step up.
Yeah. We're going to get some substitutions there. McAuliffe comes off and is going to take a seat. I believe we have Timmy Leonard coming back into the game, so a little bit of a bigger lineup for the Cats here. We have just under 2.5 minutes to play. It's been an even quarter. The two teams have traded baskets really the whole way.
Called an offensive foul there.
Yeah, interesting.
I didn't see anything.
I did not see it either. Maybe a travel. I think there was some discussion on what the call is. Anyway, Warwick is going to settle in on defense. And is going to be Ben Cohen getting the ball and trying to set up offense. Warwick applying some hands-up defense here. Here's Jeremiah Arn. Arn going to drive, going to kick. And Cohen has an open look. Way too strong as he airballs it.
See if Gonzalez can get this offense going.
That was a beautiful give from Johnny Lupkovich to Nate Constable. Gets the fall, and we've got a timeout on the floor.
That was a nice dish there.
This is such a huge moment for Warwick here. You know, you're down 8, even though, I mean, I'd argue that you've been completely outplayed. So being within 8 points is a blessing at this point.
It is, and they need to like stop. Like again, like they're being sloppy, and they are like on defense too. Like they're leaving their back doors open for. That's why Monroe's been able to get these layups. These back doors have been killing Warwick.
Yeah, and so as you guys can see, we are under 2 minutes to play. I think you've got to set a goal in this moment. You know, you've got to like maybe tell your team, okay, let's get 4 points. Let's get it to a 2-possession game. Just something where that's easy to do, and if you do it, you know, you'll give your team a huge momentum swing. That's always what it comes down to. For you football fans, you know, it's like Cincinnati getting that huge stop to close the first half. You know, you come back out, you win the game. It's that's what you need. It's on, gonna give it out. To Omidron, back to On. On the pump fake, gonna take it. Slings a beautiful pass to Omidron. That somehow was not stolen. And Lufkovic secures a board after a miss. Lufkovic gives to Neal. Right back to Johnny Lufkovic.
Move it, Nate! Move it!
Now Constable, gonna take the ball, gonna try to set up some offense. He's gonna throw it to Lufkovic. He's gonna go inside to Neal. Neal in the paint, kick out. Constable pump fake. This is a beautiful offense. Results in an open Johnny Lufkovic 3 that doesn't fall. Neal the board.
Fight for the score. So second chance is huge for them.
Now Neal out at the 3-point line, gonna pop it. Finally gets himself on the board.
Nice shot in rhythm for O'Neal. Needed that right there.
And it is just a 5-point game now. Arn, too strong on that 3. Can Warwick secure the board? Yes. Gonzalez does. Can cut it to 1 possession here. Gonzalez.
Of that fight.
Going to be guarded by Flynn. Gives to Neal. It's Harrison Neal. Right back to Gonzalez. More good ball movement. And that was a bad pass by Constable. He had Neal open, just missed it. Now he's on. Going to... He fouled. That's on the floor.
A little bit of a careless pass right there. Warwick, it seemed like Warwick was starting to get a little momentum building, and then just couldn't get anything on it.
We've got substitution here. Constable's going to sub out. In comes Dury. It's going to be a 1-and-1, so you know you still can get a miss and no harm done. Arn here has been a very good free throw shooter there. Gets the first one to go.
He has, and then it's something that Warwick needs themselves is to make their 3 throws.
Yeah, absolutely. I think everyone would agree with that statement. See if he can go 2 for 2. Gets it to fall. Looked like he was going to come up short, but it rolled in. Now it's a 7-point game. You really want this to be within 2 possessions here. This is such a huge play right here.
Yes. You got to create an open look. Just something to create momentum going into the second half.
Gonzalez. Out. Open 3. No good. And Dury fights the rebound, but the Crusaders come away with it. And the full court shot is too strong, not that it would have counted. Okay, so it is 26-19 at the half. We'll be right back with the second half of action.
Did you know that thanks to organizations like the World Wildlife Fund, the giant panda is no longer on the endangered species list? The WWF is one of the world's largest independent conservation organizations with over 5 million supporters and a global network active in over 100 countries, whose mission is to conserve nature and reduce the most pressing threats to diversity on Earth. Around the world, the WWF focuses its efforts towards 7 major goals related to forests, oceans, wildlife, food, climate, and energy. I recommend everyone goes onto their website, www.worldwildlifefund.org, and read all about the different animals they are trying to protect, and you might even find yourself adopting one.
Okay, welcome back to Warwick Valley High School. We've had a very competitive first half. Monroe-Woodbury currently leads 26-19. 7 points is a tiny deficit to overcome in a game like this. So, Brebs, you have some stats for us.
Yes, I do. So, Warwick's been not that good so far. they've been able to hit some shots so far, but every time they've been able to get an open look, they haven't been to hit them. And their three throws has been killing them. And I'm surprised actually how Monroe has been shooting at a low percentage than Monroe, because that's what Warwick's been struggling with so far.
Yeah, that's shocking to me. But you know, usually most teams struggle at the line, and that's kind of what separates a program like Chester that's been so good for so long. Just the fact that, you know, something as simple as a free throw is something you can cash in on all the time. So that's just such an indicator of how seriously you treat the game of basketball, and these teams, to say the least, need to improve more.
And when Monroe has the ball, like, even though when they stop, even when they don't get the shot they want to go down, they've been able to get like the boards and like creating fouls, and that's what's been hurting Warwick. It's those second chance points that not only just points but the fouls that don't even have to happen if they just get the board.
Yeah, the other key thing I'd like to highlight here is just the zone defense from Monroe-Woodbury. You know, we've seen just how many passes Warwick has thrown, and it just has not worked. You know, they keep trying to get guys open, but you know, sometimes it just comes down to a missed shot, but more often there's just never a good look, and that's been so huge for me.
All those passing rates have been blocked off Monroe, and every time they do that, it leads to a fast break.
You know, if we look at the keys to the game from before, how do you think Warwick's done at trying to live up to those standards?
Well, they haven't done a good far so far in playing hard. There's just been moments where they just don't look like they want it. Like, they got to show me they want it. The transition defense has been okay so far.
That was on my try on the basket. Continue.
And players in double figures. And I'm a little concerned about getting 3 players in double figures because their shots haven't been going down.
Yeah, that's not looking like a certainty right now. Okay. All right. Yeah. So you just got to get guys involved, and they've been getting guys shots. They just haven't been falling. And that's a sad fact of the sport of basketball. As Jeremiah Arn continues his phenomenal performance with that 3.
Not even a good test right there. That's not going to help Warwick get back into this game.
What a pass to Harrison Neal, but it's going to be interesting call from the ref. Mackey did not agree with it. I can't say that I did either. But it is going to be Crusader ball here. They lead by 10, 31-21.
Not looking good for Warwick right now. Just look out of sync.
The one thing that you have to highlight about this team is the dismal home record. I believe they're 1-4 at home this year. You know, who cares if you win all the games on the road? You know, you got to show out in front of your fans, and they just have not done that this year. Nice floater from McAuliffe.
Yeah, like you were saying, like with the one win at home, you got to show you why this is your home, and then you haven't been able to do that.
Yeah. And you know, you've got a huge following here. I mean, the stands are decently filled for a high school basketball game here.
Yeah, we got very loyal fans.
Can't let all these people go home disappointed.
No.
All right, here's Gonzalez. Gonna try and drive. Gives to McAuliffe. McAuliffe almost thought about the step back, instead gives right back to Gonzalez. Now McAuliffe gonna drive. Pump fake out to Gonzalez. You gotta get a third person involved, and they do. Timmy led it underneath. A little short on the layup.
I saw Timmy was wide open. Saw that the whole way.
Jeremiah Arn, incredible. I wish we had the number on him tonight. He's averaging 15 on the year. It looks like he'll surpass that by a long shot tonight. Now the kick out to Neal. Right back to McAuliffe. McAuliffe a 3. Gets the fall.
Across the wing pass, leading to the open shot for Shade. He needs to hit those.
I believe that gives him 11 on the night. He's been the leading scorer so far.
And right there, he was able to.
Now here comes Neal. Pass half court, gives to Dury. Dury's gonna be fouled. That's a cheap foul. You never want to pick one of those up if you're a defender.
No, not at all.
But gets the Wildcats closer to the bonus. So that's always good for us Cat supporters. Is Dury going to give to Neal. Neal's going to kick out to McAlpha. Another three. A little too strong. And Leonard nearly fought for the rebound. He's called for the reach-in foul.
Shea getting a lot of action right here. He's been chucking up. I wouldn't say chucking up, but you know, just trying to get himself in the rhythm, you know, with those threes.
And he's not forcing them, which is what's making it good. Like every shot he's taking is a good shot. He's passed it plenty of times. He's really been the epitome of, you know, this kind of offense that Coach Mackey's trying to run here. So it's been an excellent game from him, even though his shooting percentage numbers aren't good.
Yeah, you know, we just want to look for high percentage shots and high IQ plays.
Samuel Feline just scored, I believe, his first point tonight. He's missed a lot of shots in this first half. He had missed a lot, rather. But let's see if he can get into the rhythm for the Crusaders. Now Gonzalez, gonna attack. Goes to Neal and it's tipped.
Yeah, looks like, is it Monroe's ball?
Yes, looks like it was. I believe it went off of the hands of Harrison Neal. So the Crusaders can extend their lead here, already leading by 10. It's a kick to Feline. Can't get that one to fall. Just one make on the day for him. Now here comes McAlpha the other way. McAlpha, floater, beautiful shot. Make that 13 for Shane McAlpha.
Love that take right there, pushing it to the rack.
And Mackey thought we were getting an offensive foul call. Instead, it's going to be called on Warwick. We're about halfway through this third quarter, and it's been pretty even so far. 8-point game right now. But if you ask me, it feels like Warwick has been playing much better here than the first half.
They have. They're trying to look at open looks, and, you know, they're just trying to get back into this game. I really like how they're pushing it down to the rim so far, too.
Yeah, I mean, I just get the feeling that if they keep playing this way, you know, more shots start to fall, and they will start to overtake. Monroe, the problem is when you have a player like Jeremiah Arnn on the other side, you know, that's just the kind of guy who always seems to be able to, you know, step up at the right moment and stop a run and something like that. As Neal drains the three to cut it to 5.
Just keep us in rhythm. Just keep our players in rhythm, shots in rhythm. It's what Warwick exactly needs right now.
Absolutely. Here's Feline, guarded by Leonard. Leonard's been great on the defensive end tonight. That one's tipped. And the Crusaders recover. There's the shot by Spears. He gets it and the foul.
What a shot right there. I don't know about a foul there. It looked pretty all ball to me, but able to get the shot and one. Let's see if he converts it here.
Spears has been quiet tonight, but he's been very good all year. He is averaging 8.5 on the year, second in scoring behind Arnn. He's a senior.
Just a momentum killer right there for Warwick.
Yeah. You know, he had it down to 5. You're looking in good shape. But he does miss the free throws. That's a good sign. Dury grabs the board. There's the pass to, that's going to be Holder, the senior guard, that is. Now McAlpha going to try some fancy moves. Almost get down to fall. It just rolled out. And Leonard almost came away with the steal. He's been very active defensively, and that's been great for this Cats team.
He has. He's been propelling them on defense with those boards, blocking the lanes as well.
Yeah. McAlpha's going to be applying pressure on this inbound pass. Interesting choice as have the smallest person do that, but let's move on. As Omitron gets that one. 9-point Crusader lead. Warwick needs a bucket badly.
Shade and Joe need to create some open looks.
Here's Neal. Going to try and back down Arnn. Gives to McAlpha. McAlpha right back into Neal, and it was knocked away, but Warwick retains possession.
I don't know if you saw top of the key. Tabor was open, But that was the right play there. You know, you want to get it into the hole.
It's a tough pass to make, but McAlliff is very skilled as a passer. As he gets open there.
No one was paying attention to Shane right there. He just got right to the rim and just put it in.
Yeah, he's kind of learned to use his height as an advantage, I'd say, because, he's not the guy you notice right away, but he's always able to, create space for himself or get something going. 33-40 is the score. Warwick's down 7, same deficit as at the start of the half. You got to think long term here. You've got about 10.5 minutes to overcome the 7 points. So you really don't need a fast run. You just need to gradually outplay them. A run would be nice, but with the way the game's flowed, I just don't see it happening. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, definitely. At times Warwick's just been too quick with the ball. It's like you're trying to force it, we're trying to get all these points back in one possession. No. You just gotta play solid. You gotta play consistent with your team, and you can't just keep giving Monroe these fast break points, these easy buckets. It's been killing them. That's why they're down by 7 right now.
Here's on. Going to drive and miss, and it was knocked out. Warwick ball. We're waiting on
no foul call there.
Yeah, I'm always a proponent of letting the players play.
Me too.
But at some points you have to call stuff, obviously, but I don't think that was one of them. So I like the no call there.
A little bit reminded me of old school basketball.
Absolutely. Here's Lupkovich for 3. Gets the ball.
I like that shot. In with him, wide open, able to get the 3-pointer.
There's the player to watch right there. I believe he has 5 points so far, so solid showing from him.
He is going to be a huge X factor for the second half.
Absolutely. Leonard secures the board and almost had it knocked on. We've just seen Jeremiah Arn everywhere doing everything. He's always guarding a hot hand. He's always attacking. He's always getting teammates involved. He looks like the quintessential definition of a team basketball player.
He does.
I would like to know if he is going to be getting college offers as he's a senior. From what we've seen today, it looks like he can certainly hold his own at a high level. And there's a big and one.
Oh, I love the take right there from Timmy Leonard, taking it to the hole with the contact, creating the and one. Clutch shot, huge shot for Warwick.
And believe it or not, we just talked about how we didn't think Warwick was going to go on a run. Guess what happened?
That's what happened.
The good old announcers, Jim. Jinx.
Right there. Now they're in the game right here.
Absolutely.
With this free throw, they can make it a 1-point game.
And he gets the ball.
Wow, what a huge turn of events for Warwick right there.
Now you can't get sloppy. You think you're cruising, you can't lose a sense of urgency. And we've got a timeout by the Crusaders. Under a minute and a half to go in the quarter. It's a 1-point game, closest it's been since the early first.
I think Monroe is feeling the Warwick pressure, and that's why they call it a timeout. They want to slow down, want to regroup. But for Warwick, it's exactly what he wanted coming out of the second half, and they've made this game close.
Yeah, this is anyone's contest at this point. An interesting thing here is that the fouls, I feel, have gone way down in this quarter. We've seen more clean basketball, less turnovers, just a higher quality game overall, I thought.
Yes. Yeah, the refs are ready to spread the players' play. Everyone's fighting for this. They're both just fighting for the bucket. And for Warwick, just glad to see them be able to just get back in this game.
Yeah. All right, Cohen is going to inbound now. He had a big first half, but he's been quiet lately. I think he should be a focal point for Monroe-Woodbury and head coach Jim Hahn.
It looks like Warwick's to try to keep them out of the game plan.
Here is Bryce Williams, who's going to kick out. There's a 3. That was a good look. Beautiful shot by Cam Spears.
Defender was right there trying to close out, but wasn't enough.
Oh, and Holder lost it. Waiting on the call. No signal yet from the referees. They're talking it over. I feel like they're just going to pick a random team at this point. They're going to make the jump ball, which I feel like was the right move.
Definitely.
So Warwick does retain possession. Possession arrow flips.
Let's see if Warwick can keep riding that momentum they've created.
Dury's going to inbound. Going to go to McAuliffe. McAuliffe in the corner going to drive. Gives to Dury. Thought about shooting. Instead, he's going to give right back to McAuliffe. This offense really facilitating through junior Shane McAuliffe here. Now Lupkovich on the other end. Passing around. Holder. Holder going to drive. Kick out. Lupkovich. Another three. It's good! Johnny Lupkovich having his best game in the season right after his coach highlights him.
Yes. And as we said before, he was our star player.
Yes, he was.
And he has been an X factor.
And we may have a charge. Yes, we do.
Yes, we have an offensive foul.
And believe it or not, the Wildcats have a chance to take the lead here going into the fourth quarter. No shot clock. They can hold to the last look. This is a huge moment in this game.
Yes, it is. Warwick has all the momentum right now.
Jeremiah Arnn is going to walk off the court, so that's good to see a defender of his caliber step off in this moment. Yeah, we give to Lennon.
Warwick should save this final shot. There's no shot clock.
I agree, but if you ever get an open look, don't be afraid to take it. Just never force it. And we've got to travel. That was the worst scenario there. You don't even get to put up anything.
No, they had missed opportunity right there.
We have 10 seconds to go in the quarter. I'd say just don't give up a three here. You know, you really want it to be a one-possession game.
Yes.
Going into the fourth.
And no fouling either.
And that one was short. Buzzer sounds, no basket. 43-42, Monroe-Woodbury leads. Amazing quarter from the Cats. We'll be right back to close this thing out.
Dear young people,
don't vote.
Don't vote.
Everything's fine the way it is.
Did you know that 18 to 21-year-olds have only had the right to vote since 1971 during the Vietnam War? Did you know that in 2022, 18 to 30-year-olds will be the largest and most diverse voting bloc? Unfortunately, we are letting others decide our future. Since the 1980s, young voter turnout for presidential elections has been below 50%. For midterms, it's lower at 20%. Imagine the difference we could make if we all showed up. Just one day, once a year. What matters to you? Do you have something that you think will make the world a better place?
Tell them what's bugging you. Tell them to get lost. Tell them what you believe. Speak your mind and vote. It ain't illegal yet.
Not sure where to start? Go to rockthevote.org and be the change you want to see.
Okay, we are back here for what should be an amazing fourth quarter. What an effort by Warwick to claw their way back into the game. And I think it really ties into our three keys to the game. Brebs, what do you see?
Yes, so let's start with the one that happened that I first talked about with the transition defense. We haven't really seen much of it, but when we do see it, they've been pretty good.
That was a three from Bryce Williams, which extended to 4 points.
Number two, we're really close in getting 3 players in double figures with Shea, Jacob,
and Johnny Lupkovich.
And Johnny as well. Johnny is playing amazing, as you said before. And we need to play hard for the rest of the game. As I said, play hard. 32 minutes, not that right there won't help them. But as I said, 32 minutes, the whole game, that's how you win.
Yeah, you know, so the last game Warwick played last week was against NFA. Competitive all game. They kind of faded down the stretch, lost by 13. You do not want that to happen here. You know, you can't let your players lose focus. You can't lose focus for even like 30 seconds because that can result in, 4 or 6 points, and that could be the game right there. Gonzalez playing tight defense. He's kind of struggled today. But,
yes.
He's the second leading scorer. He needs to get improved here. Omitron grabbed it over Harrison Neal and drew the foul.
Not a good foul right there.
I believe it should be on the floor. I don't know why they are lining up.
Yeah, I guess they called it in the act of shooting. Yeah, I agree. It doesn't look like it should be 2 shots right now.
Oh, maybe the bonus carries over from the third and the fourth. I'm not positive on the rules, but Let's see, we might have a 1-1 here or 2 shots. Apologize for the lack of knowledge. It is 2 shots. So I believe it was a shooting foul.
Interesting, because usually like with the bonus, it like resets every quarter.
Yeah, I know college ends or high school and the NBA have some different rules.
Yeah, that's true.
We'll see. This is a key trip to the line, and the fact that he went 0 of 2 is huge for the Cats. Here's Joe Holder. Holder going to speed things up. Holder, oh, that was sloppy. And Leonard goes down.
Look at there. I don't know what happened.
Leonard commits the foul. But, that was transition defense right there. You gave up a turnover, you got right back, and you didn't allow easy points.
Exactly.
It's exactly what Coach Mackey highlighted, and it's what they've been doing.
And every point that Monroe makes or doesn't make, it is saved for Warwick. It's so critical down the stretch.
Yeah. I think you're going to want to go back down the other end. I think if you're Warwick, you're going to want to go down, you're going to try to find someone open 3.
Yes.
I think, the 3 ball has been how they got back into the game, and it's the best course of action going forward, I'd say. That being said, you obviously don't want to be in a position where you're forcing 3s.
Yeah.
Let their natural offense flow, and that offense has resulted in open shots. So don't be afraid to pull the trigger.
Especially with Shane too. Like he's been creating space, taking smart shots.
Yeah, he's actually on the bench right now, but I'm sure he'll be checking in within a matter of minutes. Gonzalez was fouled there. I'd imagine we'll see McAuliffe check in for either Holder or Gonzalez because all 3 are relatively ball dominant. So that would be that would make the most sense.
Yes, you want to create some space.
There's Lefkovich in double figures. That's 2 players, maybe 3. I don't have the exact numbers on Harris and Neal, but Warwick. It's been a team effort from the Cats, not just one player showing out. Neal looks like he got away with hitting the hand of Bryce Williams there. No call and a travel.
Huge call down here. Monroe just missed the opportunity to go up 2 possessions.
McAuliffe subs in for Joe Holder. And Warwick can tie it up here for the first time since the first quarter. It seems so long ago, but it's crazy to think they had that 8-2 lead, and I was like, okay, maybe we're going to have a blowout. No way.
And that just goes to show that all that could just change just like that.
Williams knocked it away from Leonard there, but Warwick retains possession. They'll inbound underneath. They'll throw it in the hands of Gonzalez, who's usually a pretty smart passer. McAuliffe looking for someone to give it to. Oh, that was a bit overthrown. Gonzalez recovered it, almost went out of bounds.
Well, the ball's coming at us.
Now here's Lefkovich. Lefkovich in a drive. Beautiful Euro step and the give. Oh, Leonard could not finish it. That was an excellent setup by Johnny Lefkovich.
Johnny could not have done anything more else. Drawing, it looked like he was going to shoot it, and then the pass at the last second, if only he could have converted the layup.
On the other end, it looks like we'll have shots for Bryce Williams. He had a quiet first half, but he has really been on the court more and doing more in this second half.
Let's see here.
It's interesting to note, the Crusaders have won their games by an average of 9 points per game. So they do not have a lot of experience in these close battles. Meanwhile, Warwick has plenty of experience. They played in so many close games, even though they've come out on the wrong side of it most times. So Warwick is the more experienced team here. And we had another foul. That was, you got to secure the rebound time and misses.
Yeah, this is just hurting Warwick right now.
Which is something that they've done most of the game. This is one of the rare instances I can think of a second chance point opportunity for the Crusaders.
Like I've been saying this throughout the whole game. These fouls add up.
The first free throw is good by Williams.
This is giving Monroe 3 points.
Looks like they're going to give Harris and Neal a break before the final stretch. Jake Dury checks in, the senior.
I mean, obviously they have to hit the 3 throws, but it's hurting them. It's hurting Warwick. It's been hurting them this whole game, basically.
Yeah. It's back up to a 4-point game, not ideal for the Cats. Plenty of time now. Gonzalez drives. And one opportunity. Great lay-in, and he was hacked.
Love that take by Gonzalez. draw the foul. It's the best thing. It's the best thing for a hooper to have when you get fouled, when you're putting up a shot and still making it.
We talked about how he's struggled a little tonight. Maybe that gets him right back on the right track. Big free throw here. No good. Lupkovich almost secured it, but instead the Crusaders and Cohen is going to take it down.
You got to hit those free throws.
Cohen nearly lost it. Oh. And then to say it was tipped out by Gonzalez. You know, one thing that's interesting, Jeremiah Arndt has been much more quiet this fourth quarter. I mean, I don't know if it's just him taking a back seat or Warwick, you know, guarding him better. I'm going to have to pay closer attention to that.
I just think Warwick's just keeping him from like going off and having his rhythm going.
And of course, just as we speak, he drains a tough shot there.
No guarantees in this.
All right, here's Gonzalez trying to answer. A beautiful pass to McAuliffe, who drains it. How about that? He jumped over the baseline and whipped it out to Shane McAuliffe, who cuts it to one.
That was just a huge shot right there. But back from before, how you're saying, that's part of the reason why Warwick's been able to come back in this game. Just keeping Jeremiah from having these shots, you know, creating offense. It's really been It's really been good for Warwick, and that's why, like I said, again, why they're still back in this game.
Yeah, you know, I'm a little disappointed in the crowd right now. You know, I'd expect a little more noise, seeing as the look at the position we're in, but they got more time. They got more time to get back into it.
Yeah, no, I'm expecting them to be on their feet pretty soon.
Yeah, come on, guys.
It's like we're in for a wild finish.
Yeah, free admission, may as well.
Yeah, that too.
Okay, so 4 minutes, 41 seconds. It's a 1-point game. Strategically, what are you thinking here if you're Coach Mackey?
I think you stick with the game plan. Stick how we've been going through this whole fourth quarter. And I love that look that Shane had before. And just keep them, stop the fouls, no fouls. Like, you can't be committing fouls. And like I'll keep repeating this. I sound like a broken record, I know, but the fouls, they add up. It's been killing them.
Now, here's something that's interesting. If you look at the guys on the court, you know, with the exception of Dury, I'd imagine these to be basically the closeout players for the Cats. So do you have to worry about fatigue here? I imagine, obviously, Harrison Neal will be checking in, but it's interesting that Mackey does not want to rest his guys just yet. I'm sure it's time to maybe get a quick rest in. Yeah, I guess you just got to hope your players are running on fumes at this point. As Gonzalez steals it, can he lay it in? Yes, he can! The Cats are back on top.
Looks like, is that their first lead since the first quarter?
Yes, it was. They led 8-2 in the first quarter, and then from there it was all Monroe. The Cats are back on top, and they have the ball. No, I apologize. I believe it was a timeout. Still, you know, let's get hyped for this team because it looks like they can. Close this game out. Let's hope.
Yes, I really like that possession there. If we can just keep playing great as a defense, keeping Jeremiah from creating these looks, and I think if we just keep doing what we've been doing for the past like 2 or 3 minutes, we have a good shot at winning.
Yeah. I mean, we came in, you know, I'm doing my pregame. I'm saying, you know, this sure to be a great game. I'm not sure it's going to be a great game with the way Warwick's had played, but it is a great game. And this team has just played exactly the way that Coach Mackey has wanted them to. It's been rewarding to see. You know, if I'm a team like Chester, I'm looking at this team and I'm saying, wait, do I really want to face them in the playoffs? No, I'm getting a little scared. It's been a great team effort by the Cats.
Yeah, Warwick's record may be 4-9. But right now, they're proving themselves. Like, they're playing a lot. They're playing with a lot of heart tonight. And that's what we love to see from our Wildcats.
Let's see if they can stay reined in here. McAuliffe going to guard the inbound. It's going to go to Arn. Jeremiah Arn has been greatly reduced in this fourth quarter. Can he get back on track? Almost had it knocked away. Did have it knocked away, but he retains possession. Now the crowd getting into it.
That's what we love to see. That's what we love to hear as well.
Here's Cam Spears, lost it. Dury took it away. Oh, and beautiful dribble move by Dury there. Get the defender off him.
We have the lead right now. We don't have to force anything.
Yeah, just slow, natural offense, but don't lose sight of the way they play. Open three. Lupkovic, oh, rolls out. That looked good. Gonzalez almost tipped that pass. Instead, Cohen is going to cross half court with it. Now, going to give to Arn. Arn, the three, no good.
Great job by Warwick getting back on defense. That was huge right there.
Yeah, we really see why transition defense was such an emphasis. It's been such a turning point, really. You know, every team relies on transition points, and Monroe-Woodbury has not gotten them. Gonzalez, beautiful kick out to Leonard, who missed. Leonard's missed a couple of those, you know, gimme shots that he should have had, but he's made up for it with his defensive effort so far.
As we glide closer to the other game, looks like there's a little bit of jitters out there right now. You know, 1 point game, you know, anything could happen.
Yeah, these are the moments you live for, though, if you're a basketball player. Harrison Neal checks back into the game. I'd imagine these are the 5 that Warwick's rolling out for the rest of the game. I mean, you never know. Obviously, late in the game, you get into situational basketball, which is always fun to see those small substitutions that happen.
Yes.
We're tied up at 51. Can Arn put his squad on top? No, he can't. It stays tied. Here's Gonzalez. Gonzalez going to drive. I thought he traveled. Instead, Warwick keeps possession after the rebound. Gonzalez going to drive again. Oh, stuffed by Arn.
What a block.
Omicron, rather. That was a huge play.
Was that Samuel right there with the block?
No, that was actually Matthew Omicron.
Oh, my mistake. But that was just a huge block right there from Monroe.
Yeah, and they got a lot of bodies in the paint, which is really what caused that block. And anyone could have come up with it. Neal grabs the board, relatively uncontested, after the Lupkovic miss. Now he gives to McAuliffe. McAuliffe out to Lupkovic. Warwick passing it around. Here's Neal. Contested three. No good. But Lupkovic comes away with it. Out to McAuliffe. Another try. No good. And Warwick keeps grabbing the ball. Another three for McAuliffe. No. McAuliffe grabs it. What is going on?
Oh my gosh. Warwick is fighting for this. They want this game now. I know I was saying before it didn't look like it, but now they want this game.
How about that? 4 rebounds on the same possession. Incredible.
That was mad.
You know, if you're Shane McAuliffe, I believe he's 5'8", and how do you shoot that from the three? Shoot the three. It bounces. You grab it on the other side. That's just incredible. That's effort right there. You know, we talked about playing for 32 minutes. They look like they can go on forever.
It really does. And those looks also like on those on those rebounds. I think Shane shot like twice, 2 3-pointers as well. Unfortunately, it didn't go in, but it just shows how Warwick is like they want this game. It looked like Monroe is just standing around, like looking at the ball.
Yeah, they look a little deflated. Let's do a quick game reset here. We have 2 minutes, 23 seconds. It's tied up at 51. Another interesting note, Warwick is about to enter the bonus. So we've seen Monroe shoot a lot of free throws. Well, Warwick's about to get some opportunities in the line, and catching it on those 1-and-1 opportunities is going to be crucial down the stretch.
It's definitely going to be crucial. And also what's going to be crucial is converting those chances with given opportunity.
Yeah. So let's see if the 5th opportunity can go in here. I mean, it's just incredible how many boards they were grabbing. They also killed a lot of time there. All right, here's Neal. Goes to Gonzalez. Gonzalez back at the logo. Guarded by Spears. Gonzalez drives. He had the kick to Lupkovic. I think he should have taken it. Instead, he missed the layup. Now Cohen up to Spears. Spears guarded by McAuliffe. Spears going to back things up a little. Gives to Omicron, who puts it up in the paint. No good. Leonard the board. Leonard's going to take it the other way. Gonzalez is around.
Gonzalez slowing it down a little, setting up his offense.
That was some good defense on both ends of the court there by both teams. Now, Lupkovich inside, turns around, no good. Neal the board, puts it up, no. But he is fouled.
These free throws right here, they're huge. Are they in the bonus?
No, but this should be a shooting foul here. And actually now they will be in the bonus after this. So that's big.
We gotta convert here. Huge chances right here.
Coach Mackey talking to his guys as Neal prepares for some huge free throws. It's always an interesting setup, when you just have Monroe.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
defenders there.
I didn't know you were allowed to do that.
Well, you can, but obviously you never do that in most situations because it
Yeah.
just gives up the free board, but now they'll get back to it. Something you also see a lot of times if you have a lead, you'll throw those guys back just to prevent transition points.
Yeah, like you would just have two guys back on the line and then everyone else down court.
Let's just hope no rebounding is necessary here. And he drains it.
Clutch.
53 to
right
51.
there.
Yeah. 1 minute, 37 seconds to play.
Now he's got to be on top on defense right now.
Here's Cohen. Gives to Arn. Arn guarded by Leonard. This is a good matchup. Arn wants it. He doesn't want to pass. Arn he kicks. Omitron. Too strong on the layup. Neal grabs it. Warwick can take it under a minute to play here. They have the lead.
Love that defense right there. No fouls committed. Love to see it.
Okay, here's Gonzalez. Feline's going to pick him up. Lupkovich sets a pick. Now Gonzalez looking for something. Gives to Leonard. That was a dangerous pass. Now Lupkovich, he's open. He does not decide to pop it. You really want to run off as much time as possible here if you're the Cats. Now, McCall's going to drive. Had it knocked away. Should stay on this end, and it does. Now you have 6 seconds, so you still have time for 2, maybe 3 passes, but you want to get off a good shot here.
Looked like Monroe got away with a little bit of a foul there. The ref let it play on. Still Warwick's ball, which is huge.
52.5 seconds to play. We do not have a number on the timeouts, but I do feel like a lot have been called.
Yes, especially on Warwick's side as well.
I don't think we're doing the NBA rule where timeouts reset to 2 minutes, so I don't think that's anything, or set to 2 or 3 minutes is the NBA rule. Don't think we have to worry about that here.
What we do have to worry about is not committing fouls, but I think we've been doing a better job at not doing that. You know,
Yeah.
I like our defense, how not just individual defense, but like team defense. It's so huge, just like winning games like in crunch time.
The defense is pumped up, It's really just kind of running on fumes, I'm sure these guys are tired, but they are not showing it at all.
Nah.
So what are you doing right here? Are you setting up play for someone to get a shot? Are you just trying to put it in the hands of Gonzalez? Like what would you do in this situation?
I think you put the ball in the hands of your best player, which is Johnny.
Okay. Well, he's actually an inbound here, so he probably will not get the ball, though. You never know.
Yeah, there could be a play set up for him where he gets the ball after the inbound.
Yeah, here's Neal. Neal gives to Lupkovich. Oh, you called it. Lupkovich has to pop it. Too short. Not a bad look, all things considered. Now, critical possession. Monroe has to push the pace. They got to go 2 for 1. I don't know what they're doing. And we got a foul. Mackey is not happy about that. Now, let's definitely see his point.
Yeah.
Now, you got to wonder, why wasn't Monroe pushing the pace? You gotta want to go 2 for 1 there. Some coaches argue, take the best shot possible, but I think the more shots, the better, especially at this level of basketball.
Yeah, Monroe lucky to have the foul call right there because it did not look like an efficient play right there.
Yeah. Now Spears at the line. Just the first one to fall. McCall is back, and Cohen is going to adjust accordingly. I was looking, maybe a fast break opportunity, but doesn't look like it. Spears misses the second. Gonzalez secures it. Monroe should be fouling here. Warwick can run it down. There's no shot clock.
Yeah, you're right.
I believe that had to have been a clock error because they were about 32 when he was at the line.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, it was definitely a fouling situation. I love these situational basketball moments. You know,
Me
I just
too.
love looking at the logic coaches use and like breaking it down later. This is some people say, you know, fouling slows down the game. I think it enhances it.
It does. And at times, it brings out the best of our players. And not only that, but our coaches, too.
Yeah. Unfortunately, sometimes it brings out the worst. in
Yeah.
people, That's the flip side. That's the gamble. Okay, so it's going to be Jacob Gonzalez at the line. He's really picked things up after a slow start.
He has.
22 seconds to play. Warwick leads 53 to 52. This is going to be a 1-and-1 situation. First one's up. It's good.
Gonzalez stays poised there. Poise is key right now.
This will put them up 3, which is so huge here because Monroe is just not a very efficient three-point shooting team. Cannot to get it to go, and now they only need a 2-point field goal. They've got to push the pace here. Ideally, you should be trying for 2 looks here. Here's Cohen, guarded by Gonzalez. The fans are loud. This is a big moment. 10 seconds to play, and we've got a timeout. All right, he drained the 3 after the whistle. So 8.7 seconds to play. Warwick leads 54 to 52.
Yeah, Monroe desperately needed that timeout. Warwick had Monroe just like out of rhythm. Like,
Yeah.
it just looked they were just passing it back and forth, top of the key, and Warwick was just drawing doubles.
That is, it's wild to me that they did not try to push the pace. You know, Jim Hahn is a first-year coach. Maybe it's a thing of just not having enough experience in these moments, but you gotta have a better plan for your team offensively in that spot. You know, they let so many seconds tick off the clock, both here and on the last possession.
Yeah, it just seems like they're just trying to play hero ball right now, and you don't always need that.
I mean, I understand if you're trying to set something up, but it seems like they had no plan.
Warwick was just crowded that with the double teams.
Okay, so the ball's definitely going to Jeremiah Arndt here, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So if you're Warwick, do you think about double teaming?
I think you do. But if you do double team, make sure like you want to set it like outside the key. And also like you can't just like at the same time with the double team, you have to be ready for a pass that could happen as well, because he could be a decoy too.
Yeah, it's always the risk. Also, do you consider fouling if you're the Cats here?
I do not, because
Okay.
I don't trust it. Monroe missing the shots down the stretch.
All right, here we go. 8.7. Leonard almost deflected it. Arn underneath. It's a foul. Arn just headed to the line.
And that's exactly what Warwick did not want to happen. The foul right there. Just can't have that.
Man, here's Jeremiah Arn. I mean, he's had a great game. He's a big-time player. This is a big-time moment. You have to go 2 for 2 here.
We knew the ball was going to be in his hands.
Yeah. No, he misses. Do you intentionally miss here now?
I think they do.
Then you have the risk of Warwick making it a 2-possession game.
Looks like Monroe's calling another timeout.
Man, that is brutal.
But sometimes when, I don't know if you see this happen, but with you trying to intentionally miss, you accidentally make it in.
Yeah. Now, this is an interesting situation because unlike in college or the pros, you really can't rely on these guys to make shots as much. So I think I'd be fine intentionally missing, and then if you can't get the rebound, you immediately foul. Warwick goes, and I think if I'm Monroe, I can pretty safely hope that Warwick doesn't make both shots and it stays a 1-possession game.
Yes.
That's how I'd walk through it. And then obviously you can call a timeout. I believe a timeout would advance the ball. I'm not positive on the ruling here in this league.
Yes, it would.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, especially on a big shot as well.
Yeah, there are just so many scenarios that have to be playing through the minds of every Monroe player right now. Also interesting, I believe Jake Dury will be subbing in for the Cats. He will. It's going to be Shane McAuliffe taking a seat, which makes sense considering Warwick is more focused on defense here.
Yes, I was about to say, Warwick looks like they're bringing out their best rebounders and their best defenders.
Yeah.
Who's got shooter? Who's got
I think everyone expects this to be an intentional miss. Everyone's got to crash here. This is huge. He throws it right off.
He doesn't hit the rim, so it's a violation.
Mackey's going to call a timeout. 4.2 seconds to play, which I don't think is right because I don't think any time would have ran off there.
Nah.
So we should have 0.7 added. McAuliffe checks back in for free throw shooting.
That's just brutal for Monroe. You can't, even with trying to intentionally miss, you can't even hit the rim. You know, you got to hit the rim on intentional miss. You can't just hit the backboard.
Yeah. Okay. We're still waiting on time to be added. I'm not sure if they're going to add it, actually.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it.
I think there's some confusion with the refs.
It looks like with the game plan Monroe here on the inbounds, I think what they're going to do is they're going to draw double teams to whoever has the ball and try to get like a turnover.
Now, if you're Warwick, are you happy just getting fouled, or are you trying to do like some risky pass that could potentially...
I would only do that if the person's wide open and if you're like double teamed as well.
All right. But if you're double teamed, you always risk, like especially if it's McAuliffe throwing it, you always risk. I don't know, it's just, it's such a tough situation.
Yeah.
Okay, so it looks like time is not being added, so it's 4.2. I believe Warwick just stole 0.7 of a second. Oh, Neal's open. Neal trying to run up the clock. He can't do it.
These free throws will be huge here. Has to hit both of them.
Was he real? So the clock says 1 second. I believe we're going to get... Are we not getting more? Wow. Okay, I'm not going to speak on what I believe to be some clock management, but yeah, we'll just let it slide. High school basketball. Don't get too pressed. Wow. Okay, so honestly, you're Neal here. You're okay missing the second shot. The first one is what you really want to make.
Yes.
Because the second shot, it'll just run off some time. Because, to gather the rebound, call the timeout. This is a huge shot, though, this first one.
If he makes both shots.
First one's good.
He makes the first shot. But as I was saying, though, like with the second shot, if he makes it, it's going to make it a two-possession game. It's going to be too big of a hole with 1 second.
All right.
Decline.
Harrison Neal at the line for the win. Got it. And the Warwick Wildcats are going to walk out of here with a victory over the Monroe Crusaders. 56-52 is your final. We'll be right back with some post-game coverage.
Afghanistan has been struggling with a declining economy, but since the Taliban took control in August of 2021, the economy plummeted. COVID-19 has taken a huge hit on the population. Now, there's also more gender-specific violence against women due to the Taliban takeover. The International Rescue Committee has been helping in Afghanistan since 1988. As the country struggles to recover from conflict, natural disasters, and COVID-19, the IRC provides uprooted families with cash assistance, tents, clean water, sanitation, and other basic necessities. They also support over 100 health facilities, install hand washing stations in local communities, and provide information and training sessions about COVID-19. The International Rescue Committee helps support countless crisis zones worldwide. By donating, you can help to save lives. To help Afghan children survive this upcoming winter, visit rescue.org or call 1-855-9-RESCUE to donate.
And welcome back to Warwick Valley High School. We just had an incredible game. Warwick came away with a 56-52 win. Joining us courtside, Brendan Rink, who is joined by Johnny Lepkovich and Coach Mackey. Brendan, take it away.
Welcome back to our post-game coverage. So Johnny, you've been hitting clutch threes, getting those boards. How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling amazing. Our team played great. Last time we lost to Monroe by, I believe, 8. So it feels great to beat them by 4 at our home floor. So it feels amazing.
Bet it does. Coach Mackey, Looked a little sloppy there in the first and second quarter. How are you guys able to regroup as a team and able just to pull out that win?
Well, it's game 15 for us, so we've been down that road before. Unfortunately, it's been one of our biggest problems is getting started. So we've been working on being ready to go and putting a lot of pressure on our starters to wake up in the first quarter. But when you have guys on the bench like Johnny and Joe Holder and Timmy Leonard, like, we can afford to be a little slow because we know our guys will pick us up.
Very by the heart you guys played with throughout that second half.
Thank you.
So that's it. We'll send it back to you, Theodore.
Well, as you can see, we have a very happy Warwick team and Warwick coach. Incredible win. These two teams will face off again, hopefully in the Sector 9 playoffs. But for now, got to see some great basketball. We'll be back on Thursday with some girls hoops. For WVTV, I'm Theodore Fernandez.